students, and welcome to today's session. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. The chapter for today's session is chapter number 1. Sentence is kinds and parts. Now, what is a sentence? Group of words that give some meaning or has some meaning is called a sentence. For example, you look beautiful. Do you have extra pen? So these sentences are complete, right? Because they convey a meaningful message or they are meaningful, right? You'll answer me like, okay, I have extra pen or I have extra pencil. Or if I say you look beautiful, you'll say like, okay, thank you. They are meaningful. On the other hand, if I say beautiful girl is doing group of words that has no meaning, right? So the word should be properly arranged in a proper order. It should stop with a full stop or question mark, right? To tell the meaning more accurately, right? Now there are two main parts of a sentence. Also, there is a subject, there is a predicate. Subject, any person or thing we are talking about, like Ria is beautiful. So Ria, I'm talking about Ria. So she's the subject over here. Is beautiful. Now what I am telling about my subject, Ria, is predicate. So Ria is beautiful, Ria is subject, is beautiful is predicate. So that is the meaning. These two are the main parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. Next, we'll talk about the types of sentences. There are declarative sentences, there are interrogative sentences. So there are many types of sentences. We'll study them today also. So let's begin the session. So here is a warm-up. Look at the picture and read the sentences. Think of 5 more sentences about what you see. So here you can see in a picture, one boy is sitting on the branch of the tree. There are apples on the tree. 2 children are eating apples. So you can write some meaningful sentences by looking at the picture. One is given to you. 3 children are enjoying their time under an apple tree. So rest you have to write that it is a sunny day, or there are so many apples on the apple tree. One child, the boy is sitting on the branch of the tree. So you can write many meaningful sentences by just looking at the picture. Now, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. In a sentence, the words must be arranged orderly. Order is very important. It begins with always a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, question mark, or an exclamation mark, like what a beautiful picture, exclamatory sign. Surprise feeling, right? Example, an elephant has 2 big ears and a small tail, full stop. A phrase is a group of words that makes incomplete sense. For example, a storybook, eating mangoes. We can use the above phrases in a sentence to make complete sense. Example, Raman reads a storybook, complete sentence. The girls were eating mangoes. These were phrases that we use in a sentence to make it meaningful. Now, tip is, here is a sentence is incomplete without a verb. The verb is the most important part of a sentence. Now, there are 2 main parts of a sentence, subject and the predicate. Subject is the person or thing we speak about, like Ria is a beautiful girl. The park is big. I live in a big house, right? So, this is, if I talk about subject is like I, Ria, Sia, any person or thing, the car, anything. The predicate is what is said about the subject. It can be one word or a number of words. Like examples are given, the lady solved the mystery. So I'm talking about lady. So the lady is the subject here, and what about the lady is the predicate, that she solved the mystery. Next, the tired man slept under a tree. The tired man is a subject. Slept under a tree is a predicate. The subject of a sentence generally comes before predicate, but sometimes it may be placed after the predicate also. Sometimes it is possible. Always it comes first before the predicate, but in some sentences you might find the subject at the end. Dancing on the roof of my flat was a peacock. So I'm talking about a peacock. So peacock here is a subject. So this is a subject, and dancing on the roof of my flat was predicate. The predicate of a sentence must have a verb, because a meaningful sentence always has a verb, and predicate must have a verb. Sometimes the subject is implied and not stated in a sentence. This happens in imperative sentences. In such sentences, subject is always you. Like sometimes we say, stop doing that, right? So you, here it is understood that subject is you. Wait outside. So you wait outside. Instead, we sometimes say wait outside. Go outside. Shut the door. So here understood is in imperative sentences especially that you is the subject. Now here question is given, circle the subject and underline the predicates in the following sentences. Waiting by the school gate in the rain was my grandmother. So my grandmother here is subject at the end of the predicate, and this waiting by the school gate in the rain was predicate. A glacier is a river of ice melting down a mountain. So I'm talking about glacier. So it is subject. It is a river of ice melting down a mountain is a predicate. Divya went to sleep after finishing her homework. So Divya is a subject. Went to sleep after finishing her homework is predicate. Sneha shouted. Sneha is subject. Shouted is predicate. March is my favorite month. March is subject. Is my favorite month is predicate. Now next, there are 4 different kinds of sentences. There is assertive, or we can say declarative sentences. Makes a statement or declares something. It always ends with a full stop. It is of 2 types, affirmative and negative sentences. Like affirmative sentences are which are positive. Like I have 2 sons, right? My sister cooks delicious Indian food. That is positive. Negative, there are no fruits in the basket. He is not a doctor. He is not a good teacher. So these are negative because I'm using not here. So not means negative, but both affirmative and negative are the part of assertive or declarative sentences, right? They both ends with a full stop always. Now there is second type, which is interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence, interrogation, ask a question. It always ends with a question mark. It can be of 2 type, yes, no question, like do you want tea? So you might say yes or no. So these are yes or no. It may be answered in only yes or no. It begins with a helping verb. Do you like tea? Yes or no. Is it your room? Yes or no. Right? Now there are WH question also, which begins with a question word like who, what, where, when, whose, whom, why, etc. Like what is your address? Who is your best friend? Where do you live? So these sentences are where do you live? Who is your best friend? To whom you're calling? So these all are WH family sentences. Next, imperative sentence makes an order, request, advice, or a command. Like, bring me some water, please. Stand up, shut the door, come outside. So these all are imperative sentence where there can be an order, request, please give me this, or please, can I borrow your pencil, is a question answer. It's a question. If I say, can I borrow your pencil? It is an interrogative sentence. But if I say, please help me, that is imperative sentence. Next is exclamatory sentence, which expresses feeling of joy, sorrow, surprise, wonder, applause, or second him. An exclamation mark is placed at the end always and always, like how sweetly she talks. What a beautiful girl. What a lovely sunset. What a amazing person you are. How lovely she looks. So these all are exclamatory sentences which ends with exclamation sign, always and always. Now we will now learn about question tags. A question tag is a short question placed at the end of a statement, usually in informal English. Like, she left yesterday, didn't she? So question tag is when you add at the end. He seldom watches cartoons, doesn't he? So this is how you add the question tags. We will now understand how question tags are formed. So the first thing to keep in mind before putting any question tag is the question tags consist of two words, always and always. The subject in the question tag and the statement is similar. Like, a pronoun of the same person can be used as the subject. Like here, if you see, isn't she? Sakshi is coming with us. Isn't she? Because Sakshi is female, so she. Ben is from Bihar. Isn't he? Right? A positive statement has a negative question tag, and a negative statement has a positive question tag. Always remember. You aren't silly. Are you? It is negative, so you'll put the positive question tag. She will cook. Positive, she will cook. So you'll put the negative question tag. Won't she? Third thing is, there is no change of tense. Tense remains the same. If it is the present tense, then question tag will be present only. If it is in past, then statement is in past, then question tag will always be in past. If there is a helping verb in the main sentence, then it is repeated in the question tag. This is Sunita's dress. Isn't it it? There aren't any bees in the hall. Are there? But if there is no helping verb in the main sentence, then we will use do, does, did in the question tag. Like, they went to the market. So there is no helping verb, right? So you'll see went means past. So you will use didn't they. You play guitar. It is present. So don't you. Next thing is to keep in mind, the question tag for I am is isn't I. I am honest, isn't I? So this you have to remember. In case of I am, you have to put the question tag isn't I. Next, in case of positive command, the question tag used is will you or won't you. Like, stop poking others. Will you? Drive slowly. Won't you? In case of negative command, like don't play painting, use positive tag. Will you? Don't play. Will you? The question tag for let us is shall we. Like, let us have some juice. Shall we? Let us go to the market. Shall we? So this you have to remember all the rules of putting the question tag. One very important rule is, if it is positive, then use negative question tag. If it is negative, sentence is negative, then use positive question tag. That is very important to keep in mind. Now you have to write in the space what kind of sentence it is. He is a successful actor. Declarative sentence, definitely. Go at once. It is imperative. What is your surname? Question mark. So interrogative. What a tragedy. Surprise feeling. So emotion. So that is exclamatory sentence. I have lost my purse. It is declarative sentence. Now here you have to rearrange the following group of words to make meaningful sentences. Use proper punctuation marks and capitals where required. So here, is precious to us, gift God life from. So life, L capital, life is a precious gift to us from God. Full stop. Right? Next, gave baby her red mother a apple. Right? So her mother gave the baby a red apple. Full stop. Next, much can give how you me money. So how much money you can give me. So it is a question mark. Taught drive who you to how. Who taught you how to drive? Again, question mark. Warm woolen ass clothes in keep winters. So, woolen clothes, capital letter, always first letter. Woolen clothes keep us warm in winters. Right? Full stop. Next, now you have to add appropriate question tags. Right? She does not have many friends. Does she? Right? She did not do this. Did she? Here it is negative, so you use positive here. Right? You can dance well. Can't you? Right? So here you have to do this. I'm happy now. Ain't you? So this way you have to add the question tags. Next is shut the window. Will you? This is how you add the question tags. So children, this is about the chapter where we talked about sentences. I hope you understood that there are two main parts of a sentence. There is a subject, there is a predicate, then we have different kinds of sentences, then how to add question tags to the sentences. With this children, this is the end. I'll see you in the next session.